Hey, this is William from the Sci-Fi Center, coming to you from the Sci-Fi Center itself. And I just had the honor of reading a much anticipated comic book that I've been waiting for since I heard its announcement, since I sat at Comic-Con 24's panel with Scott Snyder and crew, and that is Absolute Batman #1. And I have been collecting comics for a long time, and there are a lot of highly anticipated Batman stories that only ended up disappointing me. This does not disappoint. It was everything that I was expecting, and it exceeded those expectations. For me, for it to be true Batman, there must be violence, and this book brings it in spades. It is brutal. It comes from a brutal place, and it also comes from the point of view of Alfred, who is entering Gotham. This will be a non-spoiler review. If you want to catch a spoiler review, you can check out our live stuff, and I've gone over it in detail, page by page by page. But here is going to be for those of you who may have missed out. It is selling out everywhere. It is already going to be on its third printing. And by the time I'm done with this review and you see it, I'm probably going to be sold out of my copies. There's also variants. There's several variants. This is one of my favorite. It is the axe, the bat symbol that is there on a foil background. There's a Jim Lee variant. There's a whole bunch of variants. There's exclusive New York Comic Con variants. If you get your chance to get on those can get a little bit pricey. The story starts out great. It starts out violent. You are going to see a lot of familiar faces and familiar names that come up through different circumstances, including Batman himself, including Alfred, and some familiar villain names that you're going to see. You will recognize them if you've been collecting, if you know the Batman lore, but you will not recognize the situations that have caused them to be where they're at now. That's that dark side energy creating this universe. He has a no-kill rule that he does adhere to, but this book is brutal. He does things to people that should end up in them being dead. So the no-kill rule, yeah, sure. But like I said, I haven't seen this appropriate type of violence in a Batman book, in my opinion, since The Dark Knight Returns. The dialogue is great. The page breakdowns are great. When they need to go full panel, they do, and it's breathtaking. There is a twist at the end. Like I said, this is a non-spoiler. Certain characters come in, and like I said, they are very recognizable in name only, but not in circumstances. I also think that this is a excellent jumping on point for people who have been out of comics and want to get back in with a Batman book. This is perfect. But not just for you guys, not just for you old grizzled vets. For those of you who are just coming in, even if you don't recognize a lot of the characters and things that are going to be brought up in these absolute books, it will open the doorway for you to do your own research and have that fun in getting involved and finding out who these people were in the normal universe. But the way it is written, I could hand this to a brand new collector, and I think I could hook them. So I highly recommend this. I haven't been this excited about a Batman comic book in a long time. And if you're familiar with this project at all, you can sense the excitement. They were very excited about it when they brought out the panel at Comic-Con. And like I said, I had a wait and see attitude at one point. No longer. I highly recommend this book to both new and old collectors and collectors that have been out of the game for a little bit. Batman Absolute One. If the rest of the Absolute universe is anything like this, I'm really looking forward to Absolute Wonder Woman. Then I think they have a hit on their hand. All right. Thanks for your time. Please like, subscribe, and hit the alert bell so you can get all the updates, both our live streams and our reviews of movies and our reviews of comics. And thank you for coming to the Sci-Fi Center.